you're just joining us, welcome to Wake Up. This morning, many in the Salinas community and beyond are in mourning as City of Salinas Mayor Joe Gunter has died at the age of 73. Many are sharing their memories of him, both in office and out. KION's Jocelyn Ortega joins us live at Salinas City Hall to tell us about his impact within the community. Jocelyn.
Well, it's clear that many people are heartbroken over the loss of Mayor Joe Gunter. He died yesterday at a local hospital following a resurgence of cancer. Joe Gunter was elected mayor back in 2012 and has been very active serving his community since then. Before that, he spent decades working for the Salinas Police Department until 2002. He was an active leader in many local organizations such as Alisal Youth Sports, the Women's Crisis Center for Monterey, and served as president for a lot of major events like the California International Air Show in Salinas. He was also active with the local veterans community. A lot of people say that when they heard the news overnight, they were just devastated. They say that he was a powerful voice in the community, and right now they're just trying to make sense of the loss. Mary?
And making sense of the loss is what people are doing on social media as well. Taking to social media, Supervisor Luis Alejo posted on Twitter saying, Mayor Gunter loved all of Salinas. He made a point to be everywhere, from the east side to the south and everywhere in between. Without him, we couldn't get big projects like the homeless shelter, soccer complex, or new police station accomplished. We have lost one of the very best. An Assembly member, Robert Rivas, giving his condolences, saying, I am proud to say that Mayor Gunter was a friend. He cared deeply about Salinas and fought hard to improve the quality of life of every resident. We have lost a true public servant. My condolences to his family and loved ones. And the Salinas Police Department also offered their condolences to family and friends of Joe Gunter, saying, thank you, Mayor Gunter, for all your years of dedicated service to the community of Salinas. And the Salinas City Firefighters Association also said, thank you, Mayor Gunter. You were one of a kind. Rest in peace. We will take it from here. And we want to bring in Tony Virata. He is a very good friend of Mayor Joe Gunter's, knew him on a personal level, but also on a professional level that not many people had the opportunity to do. And Tony, tell us a little bit this morning about who you knew Mayor Gunter to be as, what kind of person he was. Again, I know a lot of people saw him, with his business face and the business side of things, but tell us about who he was as a person.
He was a caring man. He loved his family. He loved his country, and he really, really loved Salinas, and it showed in all of his actions. And he was just a great mentor and a kind of person who would just, kind of settle things down with some sound advice and just different ways to look at things. Any situation, whether it be, stressful or not, but he had a way of just working things out.
And Tony, you're heavily involved in the community, and so is Mayor Gunter. Tell us about some of the partnerships that you all had and some of the work that he's done in the city of Salinas.
Joe and I are veterans. Joe is a United States Marine Corps Vietnam veteran, and that's something that it always held close to his heart. And anything involved in the community, supporting veterans and service members, whether it's a Memorial Day or Veterans Day parade or 4th of July, he was there, and he was there to help. Not only just to be there, but he would also throw his hand in there and get to work. So a lot of times, even with the Veterans Day Parade first starting off, he was there with advice and probably one of the first staunch supporters. And God willing, if we have our parade this year, we will definitely dedicate it to our Mayor, Joe Gunter, United States Marine Corps veteran.
Absolutely, and a lot of people online were saying, we might not have always agreed with some of the decisions and things that the mayor had, but it was always a respectful sort of vibe that they got from him. Tell us about that and just who he was as a person. You, again, got to know him on a personal level, and we're hearing that, you have different qualities that other people didn't get to take away.
I do. Integrity. I mean, he had a way of, if you had to agree to disagree, Joe was there, but at least he heard you out. And that's something that's so important. And one thing my fond memory of Joe is always, and he gets this from the military, is no matter what situation you may be in, stressful or not, is just finding a way to break the ice with a sense of humor. He had a wonderful sense of humor. And a lot of times, when I was getting ready to speak to many, many people, he'd pull me aside and say something, and it would just really break the ice. And for that, I really cherish a good memory of him.
Definitely great memories, Tony, that you and I'm sure a lot of other people will remember. We thank you for coming in and sharing those memories with us, and we offer our condolences to you, his family, and any other friends and the people whose lives he touched. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks, Tony. And we will continue to follow this developing story on the passing of Mayor Gunter as condolences continue to pour into our newsroom. You can find all of those on our website at KION546.com.